There's something almost magnetic about the feeling of being missed. When someone can't stop thinking about you, when they feel your absence so deeply that they crave your presence, that's when real desire starts to grow. And if you've ever wondered how to make a woman miss you badly, even if at first she didn't seem that interested, then you need to listen closely, because there's a difference between chasing after someone and creating an emotional space where they naturally come back to you on their own. Too many men get this wrong. They think being around her all the time, texting constantly or giving her endless compliments, will make her want them more. But that's not how attraction works. In fact, that usually has the opposite effect. It kills mystery, it kills anticipation, and it removes the very thing that makes her miss you. What makes a woman truly miss you isn't the amount of attention you give her, but the absence of it at the right moments. It's the balance of closeness and space. The way you create presence in her life, but also allow the silence to speak for itself. Think about the times in your own life when you missed someone. It wasn't when they were always there, constantly reminding you of their existence. It was when they pulled back, when they left an empty space in your day that only they used to fill. Missing someone is born from contrast. It's in the gap between what was once there and what is suddenly gone. That's exactly why learning how to make a woman miss you badly is less about what you do directly and more about what you don't do. It's about restraint, it's about self-control, and it's about creating an energy around you that makes her realize your presence is not something she can take for granted. When a man learns this, when he understands the psychology behind longing, he no longer has to chase, beg, or plead for attention. He becomes the type of man who pulls a woman toward him without even trying. The first thing you need to understand is that over-availability kills attraction. A man who is always there, who answers texts within seconds, who clears his schedule just to be around her, doesn't build desire. He builds comfort, maybe even dependency, but not longing. Longing is created when she feels your absence. If you're always available, there's no room for her to miss you. She can't crave what's always in front of her. So one of the most powerful shifts you can make is to stop being overly accessible. Don't drop everything the second she calls. Don't make it your mission to be in her life every hour of the day. Instead, let her wonder. Let her sit with her own thoughts. Let her start asking herself, why hasn't he texted me yet? What is he doing? Who is he with? That curiosity is the seed of missing you. It's the unknown that makes her mind wander back to you again and again. Now, I'm not telling you to play childish games. This isn't about pretending you're busy when you're not, or trying to manipulate her emotions in a toxic way. It's about genuinely having a life outside of her. A man who has purpose, passion, and priorities doesn't need to fake being unavailable. He naturally is. He's busy building his vision, pursuing his goals, spending time with people who matter, and investing in himself. That type of man automatically creates the kind of energy that makes a woman miss him, because she can feel that his life doesn't revolve around her. Women are drawn to men with purpose, not men who orbit around them like the sun. When you live your life fully, when you embody that sense of mission, she begins to crave your time because she knows it's valuable. She knows not just anyone can have it, and that scarcity is what makes her feel the loss when you're not there. Another powerful way to make a woman miss you badly is by creating unforgettable experiences when you are together. A lot of men think that making her miss them is only about pulling away, but that's only half of the equation. The other half is the quality of the time you share. If your presence is bland, forgettable, or easily replaceable, then your absence won't matter much. But if every time she's around you she feels alive, inspired, or deeply seen, then your absence will hit her like a storm. She will notice the void because you made her feel something unique that few people can. That's the key, emotion. Human beings don't miss average, they miss extraordinary. So, if you want a woman to miss you, make the time you spend together so emotionally charged, so full of connection and authenticity that when you step away, she feels the emptiness. She compares you to everyone else and realizes no one makes her feel the way you do. This is why self-mastery is so important. A man who knows how to regulate his emotions, how to hold space for a woman, how to listen deeply, and how to lead with confidence, leaves a lasting impression. He becomes unforgettable not because he tries too hard, but because his energy lingers long after he's gone. And when that kind of man pulls back, even slightly, the woman feels it in her bones. She misses him, not because of what he gave materially, but because of how he made her feel about herself and about life when he was around. That's the kind of absence that makes her check her phone late at night, wondering if you're thinking of her. That's the kind of space that makes her replay conversations in her head, smiling at the memory. That's the kind of presence that turns into longing when it's no longer there. Silence is another tool most men underestimate. You don't always need to respond right away. You don't always need to fill the space with words. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let the silence breathe. Silence makes room for anticipation. It makes her sit with her own emotions instead of you constantly managing them for her. And when you finally do respond, your words carry more weight because they weren't lost in endless chatter. Space, silence, restraint. These are not weaknesses, they are strengths. They are the very qualities that create mystery, and mystery is what makes a woman miss you. Think about it. How many times have you missed someone simply because they weren't constantly feeding you attention? You missed them because you were left to fill in the gaps, to wonder, to anticipate. That's exactly how her mind works too. But here's the thing. Making a woman miss you badly, even if she wasn't interested at first, requires patience. You can't force it overnight. Attraction is not built in a single moment. It's built in patterns, in the push and pull, in the way you show up consistently as a man of value. If she wasn't interested in the beginning, but she begins to notice your self-respect, your discipline, your energy, and your ability to walk away without fear, that's when her perception starts to shift. She might not even understand it at first. She'll just notice that she thinks about you more often than she expected. She'll notice that other men don't hold her attention the way you do. And suddenly, the man she once overlooked becomes the man she can't get out of her head. Remember, women don't miss men who give themselves away cheaply. They miss the ones who are rare. They miss the ones who embody qualities that most men don't. They miss the ones who carry themselves with quiet strength, with confidence that doesn't need validation. They miss the ones who don't beg for attention because they know their worth. That's the energy you need to cultivate, not desperate, not needy, but magnetic, the kind of energy that makes her lean in, that makes her wonder, that makes her crave your presence when you're gone. And let's be honest, the reason most men fail at this is because they can't handle the discomfort of giving space. They panic when she doesn't respond right away. They flood her with texts. They overcompensate with attention. And in doing so, they kill the very desire they wanted to build. If you want a woman to miss you, you need to master patience. You need to learn how to sit with your own emotions instead of trying to soothe them by seeking constant reassurance. You need to be comfortable in the silence, knowing that if she's truly meant to be drawn to you, she will feel that pull in her own time. That's what separates high-value men from the rest. High-value men don't chase, they attract. They don't force, they allow. And because of that, women naturally miss them when they're gone. So, if you want her to miss you badly, even if she's not interested right now, stop trying so hard. Start focusing on yourself. Build your life, your purpose, your strength. Make your presence unforgettable when you're with her. Create emotional experiences that linger in her heart and mind. And then, step back. Give her the space to feel your absence. Let her wonder, let her miss you. Because the truth is, longing can't be manufactured directly. It has to be felt. And the only way she will feel it is if you give her the gift of space, combined with the memory of a powerful presence. That's how you become the man she can't stop thinking about. That's how you make her miss you badly. That's how you turn even indifference into desire. If this message spoke to you, if you felt that shift in your own perspective, then don't just watch and leave. This is Magnetic Mindset, and every week I bring you the raw truth about attraction, relationships, and self-mastery. Hit that subscribe button right now and join a community of men who are tired of chasing and ready to become magnetic. Because the moment you step into this energy, the game changes. You stop being the one who waits to be chosen, and you become the one who cannot be ignored. Subscribe today and let's continue this journey together.